Tuesday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Tuesday. I am your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Tuesday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. But if you go over here to the MRMS, just looking at the southeast, we do have some rain going on down there, the Panhandle of Florida, New Orleans, as well as over there in Louisiana. Also, we do have some snow in Little Rock, Tennessee, Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, and Missouri. We also do have some snow going on in Nebraska, Kansas, Wyoming, as well as some rain going on in western Washington, Oregon, and California. Also getting in on some rain action. Also the Northeast, New York, Maine, all getting some snow as well. Going on over here to your cloud cover. Cloud cover, we do have some clouds going on throughout the Midlands of South Carolina, as well as the low country of South Carolina and the PD region. Upstate trying to get some clouds as well, but overall the majority of the cloud being in the Midlands. Here is your cloud cover for the future, as that is way too small. Let me go ahead and extend this real quick. Here you go, right here, as you go on and push this forward. Cloud cover will continue to take over even as we get into tomorrow morning, then as we get into tomorrow night. Cloud cover is still taking over strongly. And as you go around 36 hours out, cloud cover starts to break up a little bit inside the upstate, but overall cloudy still. And then finally, as we get 48 hours out into Thursday evening, that cloud cover is really starting to break apart and it's really starting to clear up a lot. We'll see what happens for our Friday morning, probably tomorrow night. But as of now, Thursday night's looking to be clear. Here's your current temperatures right now. Let's go on and zoom into some areas. Start off with the upstate. 39 inside of Greenville, as well as 39 in Spartanburg, 41 in Gaffney, as well as 41 inside of Woodruff. We even have 41 in York, 41 in Rock Hill, as well as 41 in Chester, 39 in Pickens, as well as 39 in Clemson, 41 in Anderson, as well as 41 in Iva, 44 inside of McCormick, as well as 44 inside of Edgefield. And as we move over here to the Midlands, 44 in Columbia, as well as 44 in Gilbert, 43 in St. Matthews, as well as 44 inside of Orangeburg, 44 in Allendale, as well as 46 in Somerville and Moncks Corner. We even have 46 inside of 43, sorry, inside of Sumter and Florence, as well as 43 in Conway, 46 in Myrtle Beach, as well as 46 in North Myrtle Beach, 50 in Beaufort, and 52 inside of Hilton Head Island. Here is your high, not your high, but your low temperature for tonight. Low temperature 34 for Greenville, as well as 33 in Spartanburg, 32 in Rock Hill, as well as 35 in Anderson, 34 inside of Greenwood, as well as 38 in Aiken, 40 inside of Barnwell, 49 in Hilton Head Island, as well as 41 in Walterboro, 47 in Charleston, 40 inside of Moncks Corner, as well as 41 in Georgetown, 41 at Myrtle Beach, 36 in King Street, and 37 inside of Sumter, 35 in Florence as well. In terms of your forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours, there is 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible inside of Anderson, Greenwood, Lawrence, even up there in Rock Hill as well. Aiken also has that 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch is possible. And then we even have a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible inside of Newberry, Winsboro, Camden, Columbia, Sumter, Florence, Cheraw, Walterboro as well. Even Orangeburg all has a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch. And then a quarter of an inch to a half an inch possible inside of Moncks Corner, Georgetown, King Street, Myrtle Beach, Hilton Head Island as well. And that's pretty much it. But some of this might not be all rain, and let me show you right now. If you go on and look at the snow map right now, yes, you can see that there is the potential for possibly up to an inch of snow just to the north of Greenville and Spartanburg. Now, this isn't the be-all type situation here, because as you move through the next 3 days, this is the past right here. I'm gonna have to go a bit into the future, but here's just tonight, and then here's tomorrow, from 7 o'clock p.m. Wednesday to 7 o'clock p.m. Thursday. You can see that we do have this risk right here for a tenth of an inch inside of Greenville for snow, and then a 2/10 of an inch in Rock Hill for snow as well. But just focusing on tonight, just in general, tonight overall, just showing just that little tenth of an inch over, most likely just north of Greenville and Spartanburg. And that's not all either, because if you go on and look at ice as well, ice is also Something that we might have to look out for. Chira and Dylan both 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch is possible in terms of ice. And if you go for ice in the future as well, as you go on and move into tomorrow night, Wednesday night, going into Thursday, 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible inside of Dillon, Chira, Florence, and Kingstree as well. So that all is happening as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours or so. And so let's go on now and talk about our future. And when I say that, I just mean our short-term future, like the next 48 hours or so, and looking at the model and just see what it says. We go over here to the ARRR to the 0Z, you can see that there is not really much going on, but we're going to go on and check on winter weather precipitation instead. So going over here to precipitation type, as you go on and push this forward, not really seeing much until you get to around 7 o'clock in the morning. Maybe some isolated shower activity going on in the PD region of South Carolina. But then there goes that rain and snow going on up there inside the upstate of South Carolina. But then some more rain pushing in from the west as well, trying to push east. And it gets through. And we will start to see a lot of rain. Low country, Midlands, and PD region. But some snow, sleet, freezing rain, all of that possible up there in the northern PD region. As that continues through. And then maybe some snow showers left over with it as well as you go into 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night as well. So when I'm recording my forecast update tomorrow night, there is a chance that snow could probably be falling at that time. And you can really start to see the amount of snow that might actually try to fall throughout the upstate of South Carolina going into the PD region, which honestly, I think this may be the first model run that has said this, but it shows snow going on all the way towards Loris, Conway, Myrtle Beach as well, Sumter, as well as all of those regions over here as well. And so far, I have not, I think this is the first model I've seen that said that, even going into Berkeley County as well, just missing out on some locations inside the low country of South Carolina. But if this was to occur, right here, this would be a good amount of snow for a lot of people right here. And something that honestly I was not even expecting as well. And if you go over here to, let me see if I can get my total snowfall right here. Now again, probably nothing to accumulate, and probably, well, some accumulation, I mean like a glaze or something like that. But when I say snow is most likely expected for some region, that does not necessarily mean that it will accumulate. As you can see that some regions only get to around 4/10 of an inch, some only get to around 2/10, 3/10, 5/10, but the majority is probably going to be up here far upstate where an inch or two is possible. And that's why some forecasts aren't even forecasting it for some of these regions, just because the accumulation is so small. So good news is snow could be falling. Bad news is it probably will not accumulate. So just might just be like a little show or something like that. If you have any pictures, if you take any pictures going into tomorrow and Thursday, make sure that you go on and send them to scweather360@gmail.com, so that you can go on and get it shown here on the live as well. So you can go on and get it shown here on the live as well. But that's pretty much it in terms of that. Let me go on now and talk about our future just for like the next 400 or so hours. Let me see what's going on here. Time is in the top right corner of your screen as you go in and push this forward. There goes obviously this rain activity. And one thing that I will say actually though before I continue, that was just one model run, so it probably will change. So some regions might not see rain, but some may. Or just snow. Some regions might just see just all rain instead. So we're just really gonna have to wait probably till tomorrow for exact locations, especially for Thursday as well. Wednesday, I'm pretty sure that's already set in stone, but Thursday, probably wait till tomorrow night for that. But as you continue to push this forward, still maybe some more shower activity February the 23rd. But overall, some more heavy rainfall February the 27th. March the 2nd comes in, bringing some more rain activity. This is over 300 hours out, so I'm not going to focus on that snow that it shows. And then past that, quiet after that. So I saw somebody on social media saying that they guessed that Groundhog Phil was actually right. 8 more weeks of winter, and right now it's verifying. I mean, as pretty much the entire South Central U.S. pretty much has cold weather advisories and extreme cold warnings out. So, I guess his prediction of another 8 weeks of winter was probably correct. But here, let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. My cousin Thad says, good evening, Joseph. We are buckling in for some weird weather next 48 to 72 hours here in San Antonio. I hope you are well. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. We'll talk about San Antonio weather in just a second. Mr. Anthony says, good evening to you. And then Trail says, hi, Joseph. How was your day? My day was good. Hopefully yours was good as well. And that's it. So now talking about San Antonio and Raleigh. Speaking of both locations, for San Antonio and Raleigh, there is your low temperatures tonight. Right here, low temperature tonight 30, high temperature for tomorrow 44, and low temperature for tomorrow night will actually be 24. So overall, it's not really looking like a whole bunch in terms of activity. It's just going to be really cold, and especially going into Wednesday night and Thursday as well. So tomorrow night going to Thursday morning, as you have an extreme cold warning, as well as those gusts will gust probably up to around 25 miles per hour ish, which will drop those wind chills probably into like the, honestly, pretty low, below 20 degrees, possibly as you go into Wednesday night. So, and early in the Thursday morning as well, which is why you have that extreme cold warning up. But also wind advisory and cold weather advisory tonight as well. That is for wind chills as low as 9 degrees. So 9 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, and then as you go into cold weather advisory for Wednesday night and Thursday morning, pretty much the same thing. Seems to be, extreme cold. Seems to be the same thing, probably around 9 degrees ish. So right now, that's just what, or actually it says 7. So 9 tonight as wind chills down to 9, and then possibly wind chills down to 7 on Wednesday night going into Thursday as well. No precipitation expected until Friday night though, so you're still good, so no chance of any snow. Going into Raleigh though, low temperature for tonight 30, high temperature for tomorrow 32. Yes, it's not going to get above freezing tomorrow. And then low temperature for tomorrow night 23. No precipitation for tonight, but tomorrow snow and sleet is likely inside of Raleigh as you go into tomorrow. So that's what you have to look out for. But other than that, that's pretty much it for both locations. Severe weather for both locations right now, not really looking like much right now, except for just some snow and dangerous cold. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So now let's go on and talk about what's going on throughout the entire U.S. An Arctic air mass will continue to plunge south through the central U.S. this week, with widespread record-breaking cold likely. Sub-freezing temperatures are likely to reach as far south as the Gulf Coast. Heavy snow will move from the Rockies this morning across the Central Plains and the Ozarks, Tennessee Valley, and North Carolina into the southern mid-Atlantic states through Thursday. So cold weather advisories out, and cold or extreme cold warnings out for places like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, going all the way into North Dakota and Montana, where we talked about wind chills down to negative 60 inside a place like Montana and North Dakota. And then we also do have a winter storm that's about to take place from Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, and North Carolina, even portions of South Carolina as well, Darlington, Florence, Camden. Winter weather advisories are up for there, mainly for freezing rain. Mainly for freezing rain. So that's what we're looking for there. And also up there inside the upstate of South Carolina, where snow is possible up there as well. Not enough for winter weather advisory, but it is there. And other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't really see anything else that's really important except for just some more cold weather. And yes, some freezing temperatures down inside of Alabama as well, and yeah, I don't see anything else that's really important. And so we're gonna go on and wrap it up for tonight. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the forecast tonight. Let me check the chat one more time. Tress says the groundhog is powerful apparently because it guessed this. Honestly, wasn't quite sure. I knew that it would be a bit cool, but I didn't think that it was going to be this cold. Again, I thought we were done with this part. But as it says, there's always the fall, spring, and then you go into a second winter, so I shouldn't really be surprised. So this is our second winter. But after this cool down, when we warm up again, hopefully, we should be just to our normal springtime temperatures, and we probably won't get back cold until fall again. Let's see. We did just get one more comment. Mr. John says, will it snow in Charlotte, North Carolina? Good question as of now. Inside of Charlotte, North Carolina, probably. Yes. Snow slash sleet likely tomorrow. Snow probably accumulations up to probably less than half an inch, so it's probably not going to be much at all. But it is there. And then Wednesday night, you also have a 50% chance for some more snow, probably less than half an inch. And then Thursday comes in with another less than half an inch. So overall, if you combine them, probably around maybe an inch is possible, but probably less. But again, that's just, with chances, 70% chance of snow on Wednesday, 50% on Wednesday night, and then a 30% chance on Thursday. So that's what they're looking at right there. And then in terms of accumulation, just in general, it's not really going to be much at all. I think they're saying around 4/10 of an inch. So again, not really much. And let me check out the chat one more time. I don't really see anything else. He said, yes, let's go. Yes, you will get some snow. Around 4/10 of an inch. So not much, but still something. And so we're going to go and wrap it up for tonight. Hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Your Tuesday evening. I will be back tomorrow morning with your Wednesday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of their Tuesday.
Hey!